When Leela was 16, her father stopped saying her sister's name. Mara, her stepsister by law, her sister by choice, had come home with trembling hands and a truth she couldn't hide. She was pregnant, too young, too scared, too hopeful in the wrong ways. Their father's face hardened into something unrecognizable, as if love were a switch he could turn off once it embarrassed him. By morning, Mara's room was empty. Her clothes were gone, so was her place in the family. Leela watched it happen in silence. She learned that day how fragile belonging could be. That night, she packed a backpack and left. She found Mara in a damp one-room apartment on the edge of the city, the kind of place that smelled like rust and boiled water. Mara cried when she saw her, begged her to go back home to save herself. Leela shook her head and smiled the small, stubborn smile that had always meant there would be no arguing. "I'm staying," she said. "You're not doing this alone." From that moment on, her life was bent around Mara's survival. She worked after school, then dropped out entirely. She skipped meals so Mara could eat. She learned how to stretch rice, how to calm night terrors, how to hold someone together while quietly falling apart herself. When the baby came, Leela was the one awake through fevers and screams, rocking a crying child while Mara slept in exhaustion. People praised Leela when they noticed her sacrifice, called her strong, selfless. No one noticed how thin she'd become, how her cough lingered, how her hands sometimes shook when she stood to fast. There was always another shift to take, another bill to pay, another reason to wait before seeing a doctor. "I'm fine," she said every time. And people believed her because they wanted to. Years passed. The baby learned to walk, to talk, to call Leela Mama by accident. Mara found work, then confidence, then a fragile sense of peace. Life, slowly, began to look survivable. Leela never got to see what it might have looked like for her. One winter morning, she didn't wake up. The doctor said it was preventable, an untreated illness. Years of neglect layered so quietly that no one noticed her until it was irreversible. Mara screamed until her voice broke. Their father sent flowers but did not come. At the funeral, people spoke of sacrifice like it was beautiful. But Mara knew the truth. Leela hadn't been born to be a martyr. She had dreams once small, bright ones she never had the luxury to chase. She gave her youth, her health, her future to keep someone else alive, not because she was meant to die for it, but because love left her no room to choose otherwise. Mara named her child Leela, and every year she tells him the story not as a lesson in duty, but as a warning. "Love," she said to her son, voice steady through the grief that never quite left, "should never cost you your life.